Okay, so now we are looking at the family tree of the White Sox. Tell us about it. Is this your first sports tree that you did?
No, this is basically my third sports tree that I did. And again, most of the sports trees that I initially started were Chicago projects, mainly because it's easier to control a product within your own city, and your familiarity with the project and the subject matter. You can keep it really tight to your vest. The White Sox again was my second baseball tree. It was the first tree that I was able to separate and quantitate the information to a certain degree, in that I had specific data on how many games somebody played, how many games somebody played at a certain position, how many victories they amassed, how many. So it was kind of an interesting factor, and by doing that, I was able to give a little quantitative and not just subjective situation to an artwork. The music trees have a dash of history, a dash of record sales, a dash of critics.
So tell us about this history, the key, and we're running out of time. So just
all right, well,
quick spin up of the tree.
Again, every position it has been assigned a font or a lettering style to denote what position the person primarily played. Those positions, their size is determined by how many games they played. To be a first-year guy, if you played more than 150 games, or you pitched in more than 50 games, you were considered a 1. If you did more than that, you were considered a 2, and you went up the ladder. Then you could also, you were a Hall of Famer. You could be voted into the Hall of Fame. Or you could be an most valuable, you could be a all-star, and so forth. And then you would put together the players according to the year and decade that they played in, so you could see how good seasons and teams were over those years. Looking at the White Sox, they have a few moments in the sun over their about 100 years, 90 years in existence, and then also you would highlight it with some of the logos, some of the paraphernalia that was associated with the teams over the years. And with the White Sox, you had 2 stadiums that they played in: Comiskey at their beginning, and now at the new Comiskey Park now. Retired jerseys, but you get a feel for the whole overview of the White Sox over a period of 100 years. And you can see where they were. A Yankees tree would probably, in the same comparison, would be an awful lot of pennants and championships and World Series is on it. You probably would have a lot less ball players associated with that project, mainly because of this high success of the team. A new version of this tree would be a little different looking than this one, and probably many people of the smaller nature would probably be eliminated, because we would be adding 21 years to this team, this project. The big thing is you can't get an artwork too big, and you can't make it too cluttered, because then you lose the real essence of it, is to tell somebody the history of something. So that's what we're trying to do in this project, the sports, is to give you as much information as we possibly can, and still have something that is kind of a delight for the eyes to look at.
So you've done a lot of trees, sports and music. Now we're putting together this project that you speak of. This Burton History Trees is the new name. Tell me what you think of the new name and how representative or not it is to this style of art that you invented.
Well, again, the art of the graphic artist has changed, where I would draw and paste and move and take photographs and have plates and negatives. The world of computers has eliminated that from me, and hopefully by that elimination it also will open up some doors for the new projects ahead. The big thing about the histories, that's what we want to emphasize, that this is a one-page history book of a certain subject to a certain period of time. Obviously the projects like the White Sox and the Bears and the Cubs and so forth are ongoing projects that are always changing year to year. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to continually make the product right on every year, and then some other unfortunate, or we're going to at least not have a 20-year absence from the market. But again, in the old days, these things were not easy to do. They were, by hand. Now with the dawning of use of the computer, I think we can be able to turn out products of the same quality and a much quicker and more timely method. So that's what our hope is now. The research doesn't change any. The drawings at the bottom, the graphics at the bottom don't change. The graphics as the fruit represented by the fruits on the tree will not change. It will just be a little bit different in how we create the tree on a digital board rather than a piece of illustration board.
Excellent. Awesome.